Hey, what is up YouTube? Jacob Lovern here, and today we're going to try another Answering Your Questions video. I'm going to try a new recording setup where I have a better light. I'm going to stand right here, and I don't have to sit on my bed. So let's get started. And my first question is from Erin Elsie, who asks me, how large is each egg? I'm guessing she's asking me how big can dinosaur eggs get? That's a good question. Dinosaur eggs can average between a size of, well, a chicken egg at the smallest, and to something probably around that big, about as big as your head. The biggest egg I know of laid by any dinosaur, relative to body size or whatever, was a dinosaur called Hypsilosaurus, and is a species of sauropod dinosaur which laid an egg around, I'd say 10 inches wide and about a foot tall. And the volume of that egg is equal to about 73 chicken eggs. And you can quote me on that. Well, you could, you couldn't, you can do whatever you want. But anyway, I bet you if you made an omelet out of that egg, whoo, I bet there'd be plenty to go around even for somebody with an appetite like mine. Anyway, what is my paper all the way over here for? My next question is from Blake Cook. Blake? Oh no, my bad. Brandon Cook. I read another question by accident and I thought it said Blake. But this one's from Brandon Cook, and he asks me, how big were their feet? Well, some dinosaur feet can be as big as a large pizza, whereas others are barely like that big. I'd say that big. Somewhere around there. At any rate, really just depends on the size of the dinosaur. Just like with eggs or anything else. When it's these broad questions, guys, I just generalize. I have to because, well, to be fair, it's hard to say sometimes. And I can only fit so much information into one video. I try to keep my videos short and to the point so that they're more shareable. So you guys can share these with your friends, family, whatever, who else likes dinosaurs. Why do I keep throwing my notebook over here? But anyway, Brandon, just really, depending on the size of the dinosaur, depends on how big the foot is. The next question is from, I cannot read this handwriting. I think that says matting. Matting, I think? I don't know. I cannot read this handwriting sometimes. Maybe I should just write down the questions and the names at the same time. But he asks me, what is the fastest dinosaur? To my knowledge, I think the fastest dinosaur I can remember is a species of dinosaur called Struthiomimus. It is a species of dinosaur that is very ostrich-like in appearance. If you remember from Jurassic Park the dinosaur Gallimimus, Struthiomimus kind of looks like that. Well, kind of looks like that. Looks similar to that. It is basically a similar animal in both body shape, design, and they come from the same family. As to my knowledge, it's probably one of the faster dinosaurs. I think, what was its top speed? I think it was somewhere between 40 to 45 miles an hour at top speed, which is pretty fast when you think about it. Most animals, things like deer, elk, they run that fast. And horses run that fast too, I believe. So really, that's a pretty fast dinosaur when you think about it. Oh, I didn't throw my freaking notebook this time. And this next one is from Blake Beckham. And he asks me, how big is their teeth? You want to see how big their teeth is? Wait here. Yeah, I know, I threw my freaking notebook on the bed. Shut up. How big is their teeth? Well, here's one example. This is a Tyrannosaurus tooth. And believe it or not, this big chomper, this is just a small one. This isn't even half the size of the really big ones. A full-size tooth can get about like that big.
Hey.
Busy. So, please
Try
leave.
this. Try this.
Later. Sorry guys, that's my idiot sister. Yeah, make that face all you want.
My feelings are hurt now.
Oh, boo-hoo. Like you got feelings. How's she got feelings? She's laughing right now. Either way, like I was saying before I was interrupted by my sister, Most teeth for a Tyrannosaurus get up to about that big. And it's kind of hard to say how much bigger some other teeth can get. I know for a fact that you can measure, if you take a shark tooth and you can measure just both the root and the tooth, I think by inches you'll get how long the shark was. So a 2-inch tooth, 20-foot shark. Inch and a half, that's a 15-foot shark. But you can't measure that with T-Rex's teeth. I mean, let me grab this shirt right here. This is my old Jurassic World glow-in-the-dark shirt. And I got this one when I was about 2015 and a couple 100 pounds lighter and a little bit smaller. Because this is not even an XL, this is a large shirt. And I wear 2X now. But I brought this here just so you can see. See these teeth? Yeah. I think that this tooth is actually... Where was it? I can tell by these little abrasion right here. And of course by the root, how it's got this groove in it, that it comes from this side of the mouth. It fits in perfectly right there. And that it probably was one of these smaller teeth you see at the front. So, how big are dinosaur teeth? Depends on the dinosaur, kind of like with the feet, the chicken feet, the eggs, whatever. But isn't that an interesting fact? That this is just a baby tooth by comparison to some of the teeth I have sitting around. Who's my next question? I love this one. This next question comes from one of my subscribers named Brushcomb. And, dude, I really appreciate this question because this is a pretty cool one. He asked me, how do you know so much about dinosaurs? And I gave him a small answer in the comments of my last video, basically saying it takes about 10 years of studying. That's not true to know so much about dinosaurs as I do. Because really, it took, I think, a little bit more than that. It took a little bit more than 10 years. I've been interested in dinosaurs as far back as I could remember, since I was probably around 2 or 3. Because I can't remember anything probably before that, even if that. But all I know is I've always liked dinosaurs. The entire time my family's ever known me, they've known that Jacob is a big fan of animals. He loves dinosaurs, you name it. And I got to thinking, I see a lot of these documentaries on TV. I'm doing a little kid voice. And they seem to know a lot about this stuff and like it almost as much as I do. Maybe I should start learning them too. Whatever. Something like that. Really, I just always liked dinosaurs ever since I was a really small kid. Probably since I was that age. Little ugly old me. I don't think you could see that well. Let me try something here. Yeah, you can't. I can hardly show you with that freaking camera glare. But that's me as a baby. There's my baby brother, my mom, and my biological father. Excuse me for a minute while I put this back. Yeah, ever since I was probably that age, I liked dinosaurs and animals. And I figured if I liked them so much, why not know more about them? And the more I found out about them, the more I liked them. Like, one thing I found out is that, you know, the universe works in mysterious ways. I've heard lots of people say that, and it kind of does, because this is an unrelated topic, but on Walking with Dinosaurs, the first documentary made in 1999, that was the year I was born. Kind of ironic, really. I'm born the same year one of the best-selling documentaries about dinosaurs was made. And I've always thought I was pretty much just born to watch it. I've never thought that really up until recently, actually, when I heard it. That this was made the same year I was born to watch it. Kind of a running gag with me and my friends. So really, it doesn't take a lot to know about these things. Me, I've been studying it just for more than 10 years. More than 10 years. And that's because I like it so much. So Brushcomb, the reason I know so much about this and why I know all this stuff is I just looked it up ever since I was a little kid. For a lot of paleontologists, it's been a thing from their childhood that they like, whether it was inspired by the fossils, the movies, comic books, what else, toys, you name it. A lot of paleontologists will say that their love for dinosaurs and animals, it started when they were really young, and they just never grew out of it. And that's how I feel. I'm never going to grow out of it. No matter how much some people will try to force me to do other things, dinosaurs, animals, conservation efforts, all that stuff, that's stuff I like to do. That's stuff I love to learn about. And I do have other fun. I do play sports with my friends when they invite me. I'll play video games with my brother and sister. I play a couple video games right now. I got a couple sitting up here. But still, mostly I'm more of a, what's the word? Naturalist? I'm more of a naturalist than anything else. I've always loved nature, and I always will. So to your answer, so basically, Brushcomb, there's the long answer instead of the short one. Whew. As I'm done with all my questions, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more questions in future Answering Your Questions videos, or if you have any ideas for videos in general, leave them down in the comment section down below. Let's see, what else? Yes, I am still wearing this hat because Delwyn clicked like. Thank you for that, Delwyn, and I suppose I can just wrap this up. So guys, take care, and aloha.